So I just shuffled and I'm using my deck that I like. But the question that I asked was the same as the Divine Feminine. What is the past, present, and future of the Divine Masculine? And the first card that I got was this one. And this one is the Seven of Wands. So what the Seven of Wands means is that, so this is the past, right? So it signifies a need to defend your position, stand your ground, and assert your boundaries. It also represents a struggle or challenge where you must persevere against opposition and hold firm to your beliefs. This suggests a time of potential conflict where you need to be assertive and potentially aggressive to protect what you've achieved or believe in. So, in the past, you've gone through a situation with people, friends, family, relationships where you need to put up boundaries, where someone was either manipulating you or many people were um, telling you how to live your life, trying to control you, trying to prevent you from going off after your happiness, trying to prevent you from being happy, right? And that put you in a position where you're like, no, like you need to, sorry, hold on. So you need to put yourself in a position where you were standing your ground, where you were standing up for yourself, where you were, where, where you need to assert your boundaries, right? Like, and sorry, because I got distracted with my son, so I forgot what I was saying. So you need to persevere and hold firm in your beliefs, who you are as a person, what you think is right. And you probably had to put boundaries with many people, and maybe you lost connections as a result of it because of the fact that you need to put up your boundaries, and that's what you felt like you needed to do at the time to heal your trauma, to protect yourself, to regulate your nervous system. So that's something that you did in the first. Hold on for a second. So yeah, there could have been people that were like really taking advantage of you, and that made you like just need to be quote unquote aggressive, but just like stand your ground and be like, no, I'm not tolerating this. I'm not taking this anymore, right? So, and then the next card that I got was the Eight of Wands. See that? I love these cards. The Eight of Wands symbolize rapid movement, swift action, and quick progression. It often signifies a period of intense energy, communication, and possibly travel. This card suggests that things are moving quickly and urges you to seize opportunities and anticipate fast results. So there's something going on that you got out of this state where you're like, where you set your boundaries, you started knowing what you want, you got rid of people that were holding on to you that were toxic, you told your family and friends that this is who you are and accept me or don't, right? Like take it or leave it. And this got you to a place where you're like, okay, now I'm gonna uh sorry, I just lost my train. Now you're like making rapid movement towards people, places, things, towards your dreams. And that's why it says that communication, maybe that you've been in not in communication with someone, separation with someone, that you went through this place where you were setting boundaries, and maybe you put a boundary towards someone that you really cared about because you felt like you needed to in order to regain your to gain your self love for yourself, to not be a people pleaser. Because in past relationships, you were probably a people pleaser. So maybe you're opening up the doors for communication with that person, that you want to communicate with that person, and it's like you're getting this flow of intense energy to go after your goals, go after your dreams, go after people, go to places. And that's why it says travel. Like you could be traveling somewhere to either see the person that you want, go after a dream that you want, um, just or just go on a vacation to release all these things that you just went through, right? Like you went through an intense hard moment that you're like, I just want to travel and see the world. And it's like also the thing that you need to seize these opportunities, because these opportunities, whether it's people, whether it's a place or a job opportunity that's in a place, like it's not going to be around forever. And because I looked at all the meanings before, I think now that I'm reading this, like I just briefly looked at the last one, because this one was your future, and this one is like tarot cards, it's not always going to be positive, right? Like it's not always going to be a positive reading that like makes you feel uplifted. It's going to be something like a hard truth sometimes that you need to hear. And that's what I love about the, like for example, Naked Moon, who I watch. Sometimes it's like gets you excited and joyful, and sometimes it's a harsh truth that you need to hear and something that you need to work on, like calling you out basically, because it's something that you're failing to see or something that you're choosing not to overcome. So this last card is your future, and I think it ties into the present, that if you don't seize these opportunities and you don't go after what you want, then this is what the future is going to result in. And what this is sorry, let me just read it. So this is the Five of Cups, right? Hold on. So the Five of Cups, right? This is what it is, and it doesn't look too good. They're like spilt over and broken, and it's the feelings of sadness, loss, and disappointment. It often represents dwelling on what has been lost or failed, while potentially overlooking the positive aspects of remaining opportunities. This card can suggest grieving a past event, a broken relationship, or a sense of despair and regret. So it's like, this is the thing, it's like you've gone through all these conflicts, you've been setting boundaries, and you feel this thing that you need to move forward, and that you have this desire to communicate and go after your dreams and your passions, right? But yet you're still stuck, even in the future, you're still stuck in this place of sadness, of loss, of disappointment, because maybe you don't end up going after this opportunity in the present, and then you lose that opportunity because either that person moves on to someone else, or that opportunity no longer exists anymore, whether it's a person or a job opportunity. So it's like, if you don't seize the opportunities, and that's why it says seize the opportunities, then you're gonna be met with disappointment, heartbreak, regret, because you're gonna lose out on something that you truly loved, that you truly desired, because you never took the risk to pursue it, right? You never actually made that move to seize the opportunity. So then you're gonna be living in grief because you're still reflecting over past hurt that you've been through, despair, regret, and that's what you're gonna feel over the situation. So maybe you're seeing this message as like a quote unquote warning, right? Like to wake you up that like, hey, don't think that opportunity is gonna be there forever. If you don't seize that moment, that opportunity is gonna let go and not be in existence anymore and move on from the situation. So, and I think that the opportunity, if it's been so long, if it's a person, they're already starting to let go of the situation. Maybe they've been holding on for so long, waiting, and they're like, I'm not waiting anymore, I'm done, I need to live my life. So if you really want someone, make that move towards that person, or just let it go and live in your sadness and your regret over it. And if you keep working on yourself, then new opportunities will come. But in the future, because you miss out on this opportunity, you're going to feel sadness and regret, but it's not forever you're going to feel that. You'll get over that and new opportunities will come to be, but this opportunity you'll just lose. So I hope this helps. I'm sorry that it was a little sad at the end, but this is the reality of tarot readings. Like, we have to read the cards for what they are and what they come out. I could have put that card back and said, no, I'm not going to put that in the future, but no, like, that's the message that needs to come out. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or be dishonest about it. So yeah, sorry, Divine Masculine. I hope that our future is not set in stone. So if you do seize this opportunity and go after it, then you won't feel that sadness and regret, because you would have led with your heart and you would have been like, okay, I took that risk, right? But it could also be that once you seize that opportunity, you're going to feel sadness and regret because it still was too late, that you acted too late when that person already moved on, right? It could be in the present that you want to seize the opportunity, but that person's already moved on. So that's why it could be sadness and regret, because you didn't seize the opportunity sooner. But yeah, take care. I hope you have a good day.